women wake up from their dreams. But I found that I was handcuffed on my hands. Immediately after, the husband next to him suddenly shot himself. This series of operations scared the woman to just leave quickly. But women can't escape at all, because the other side of the handcuffs is connected to the dead husband. What the hell is going on here? The woman's name is Dame. Just yesterday, she also celebrated her wedding anniversary with her husband. My husband not only customized a steel ring necklace for her, and I also had an extra surprise. The romantic atmosphere made the two fall in love. But Dame didn't expect it. Wake up from a nap. Everything has changed. Calm down. Dame saw the phone at the bedside, but only after receiving the phone did I realize that it couldn't be dialed at all. At this point, Dame noticed the pistol on the ground. Dame wants to break the handcuffs with a pistol, but there aren't any bullets in the gun. At this point, Dame had already been numb by the cold. I have to go look for clothes first. She dragged her husband's body to the dressing room, but there's only one wedding dress inside. Empty and empty. Dame pulls off her wedding dress. Suddenly I saw a safe behind me. But at this moment, Dame no longer cares about so much. Just want to escape quickly. She placed her husband's body on the wedding dress. I changed into my husband's shirt myself. Wanna take the body downstairs? Can you finally reach the downstairs? The heavy snow outside the house let Dame's heart completely cool down. Dame can only return to the house and search for rescue tools everywhere. I finally saw my phone, but she was already thrown into the water by her husband in advance. When it was taken out, it was already scrapped and dead. But Dame doesn't want to give up. Starting to search around again, finally discovered the car key housing. The car is in the warehouse and I want to drive. Must go out. Dame had to drag the body and set off again. At this point, Dame had already put on her husband's pants. Wrap your feet in a torn wedding dress. But the thick snow still froze Dame hard to breathe. Fortunately, I finally arrived in the car smoothly, after turning on the heating. Dame thought she was rescued. But the car will stall in the next second. It turns out that the oil in the car was already released by my husband. At this moment, Dame even wanted to scold her husband, who was next to her. I didn't expect my husband to actually speak. Me too. This scared the beauty out of her face. I didn't realize until I had a reaction. It's just a recording prepared by my husband before he passed away. Husband accuses Dame of cheating in the recording, and he said he wouldn't let go of Dame even if he died. Dame has collapsed, because my husband's words are completely out of thin air. But Dame was not discouraged. She returned to the room. Wash the blood stains off your face. Looking at oneself in the mirror, Dame noticed the steel chain her husband gave her. Dame wants to drag her down, but I found that no matter how much I pulled it, it kept going on. Under helplessness, Dame brought her husband's body to the basement. But all the tools in the basement have been emptied. Dame can only drag her husband's body back. At this moment, Dame is exhausted. But suddenly someone knocked on the door outside. Dame opened the door, discovered that it was his friend Xiao Hei who came. Xiaomei also claimed that Dame called her here, but Dame did not send any messages to Xiaomei. At this moment, Dame realized that her husband had intentionally done this. Dame learned from her childhood that the husband's lawyer's office has been closed down for violating the law. It seems that the husband who committed suicide already knew, still want to kill Dame together. Just as Dame and Xiaomei figured out a way out, a car suddenly arrived outside. In order to avoid branching out of the joint, Dame asked Dame to hide inside the house, lock the door. I planned to deal with it alone outside, but I didn't expect the people in the car to be all focused on entering the house, and Xiaomei was ultimately killed by the big who got off the car. The door was kicked open with a kick. A woman covered in blood, trembling and hiding in the corner. But I can't escape, because I was still dragging my husband's body. The man holding a steel knife walked over. Fortunately, the man turned his head halfway, did not discover the existence of Dame. At this point, Huang Mao and Da He, the accomplices of the bearded man, started arguing, because they agreed, just came to tie people up to get diamonds. There's no need to kill anyone. Curran is already dead. We can't have diamonds either. Yellow hair. I had to follow Da He's instructions to search for diamonds. The search of Huang Mao happened to find bloodstains in the corner of the wall. Just follow the bloodstains. And at this moment, Dame had already dragged her husband's body to another warehouse. Here, Dame discovered an old ship. Immediately lifted the white cloth. I saw the anchor inside. Dame has an idea in her heart. She fixed her husband's hand. Then he took the anchor and smashed it onto it. But Huang Mao also came over at this moment. Fortunately, Dame responded promptly. It wasn't discovered by Huang Mao. Huang Mao looks around, saw the body of the sheep's massive and beautiful husband. My soul was scared away. Hurry out and notify Da He. After Da He arrived, looking at the strange posture of a man, pull off the cloth from the ship with one hand. But there's nothing inside. Da He learned from the footprints on the ground that Dame did not have shoes, so I can't run far. But what they don't know is, Dame is actually installing it. After the two of them leave, Dame entangled her foot with the wedding dress cloth and pressed it. Maybe it's a favor from heaven for Dame. Found a tank of gasoline on the ship, and the two men are now in front of the safe, because their commission is in the safe. Huang Mao theory. This safe is very high-tech. Require password and fingerprint to open, and Damai's husband has already died. The password is only known to Damai now, so Da Hu and Huang Mei being split into two paths. Da Hu goes to find Dao Mei. Huang Mao is going to lift the body of Damai's husband. At this point, Damai had already dragged the ore bucket to the garage. Prepare to refuel the car. The sound of lifting boxes is too loud. Attracted the attention of Da Hu. Da Hu rushed over at the sound. First, I checked the bottom of the car. Fortunately, at this moment, Damai hid by the wheel. It wasn't discovered yet. Wait until Da Hu walks to the other side. He saw the refueling tank, realizing that the car has been moved by someone, and by now Damai had already hidden under the car. At this moment, Da Hu suddenly crouched down. Damai thought she was about to be exposed, but it was discovered that Da Hu only punctured the tire with a knife. Damai took the opportunity to sneak out of the garage and come to the basement. I didn't expect that. Da Hu, who walked out of the garage, also found this place. Damai quickly ran towards the house, but unfortunately, Huang Mao was dragging her husband's body by at this moment. My gaze is also fixed here. Damai was hit back and forth. At this tense moment, the horn suddenly sounded in the garage. Da Hu and Huang Mao both quickly ran towards the garage when they heard it. Originally, it was a car controlled by a key from a dummy car. This operation made the two people more confident. Damai is near the house. The two quickly returned to the house to search, and at this moment, Damai had already run to the miscellaneous room. But Da Hu also followed the mark and came over. He lifted one of the white cloths. There's no one inside, and at this point, Damai suddenly appeared from the side, knocked down Da Hu with a club to the ground, and I got the car key from Da Hu. Upon hearing the sound, Wang Mao, who arrived, was finally knocked down by Damai with a stick. Damai took the opportunity and quickly ran towards the car. I didn't expect the car to just start. The car window was shattered. The bearded man pulled off the woman's shoes. Taking a knife means cutting off a woman's little feet. Unexpectedly, Huang Mao was forced to stop with a gun in front of him, and Huang Mao is actually Da's accomplice. Huang Mao did this because Da Hu, who had just finished killing, was about to start killing again. It's the beauty in front of us. Why did Da Hu not let Da Mei go? Because only Damai knows the password for the safe. Da Hu locked Da Mei next to her husband, threatening Damai with a knife to hand over the password. Fortunately, Huang Mao didn't want to hurt anyone. Suppressed Da Hu with a gun under the bed. That's how Damai's feet were saved. Under the stress of yellow hair, Da Hu put down the knife, walked to the safe. Damai also revealed the password of the safe upon seeing it. As a condition, Huang Mao needs to untie the handcuffs for Da Mei. The safe has finally been opened, but there are no diamonds inside, only one big knife. There is a piece written on the big knife. Originally, the diamond was in the necklace around Damai's neck, but the necklace won't come off at all. Huang Mao keeps clamping with pliers. Da Hu now understands Damai's husband's intentions. The English word is, Damai also understood her husband's cruelty at this moment. Da Hu took the opportunity to snatch the pistol from Huang Mao's body, shoot to death. There are no bullets in the Damiko gun. Da Hu had to move forward with a knife. Fortunately, Huang Mao stopped him, but the two are torn apart. Big Hu suddenly leaned back. Huang Mao's head pierced into a long nail. Be killed on the spot. Now no one can stop Da Hu anymore. But Damai didn't obediently submit. Holding a knife is like a big beard. But there's a huge difference in strength between the two of them. Damai was ultimately stabbed by Da Hu. The thigh falls directly to the ground. In haste, Damai picked up the old vice on the ground. Once, knocked Da Hu unconscious, and take the opportunity to handcuff him. Da Hu had to drag the body on the side, chasing Damai on the one side. Damai, who was severely injured, eventually climbed onto the ice surface. But Da Hu is strong and physically strong, quickly catching up with Damai, caught Damai's ankle, like a knife that killed Damai. Fortunately, Damai disturbed Da Hu with her feet. Counter-attack with a knife to avoid death. Due to the inability of the ice surface to withstand the weight of 3 people, it began to break continuously. The body of Damai's husband dragged Da Hu into the water. At this last moment, Da Hu grabbed Damai's necklace, dragged them together into the water. Damai is in a hurry to come up with wisdom. Pull out the knife from Da Hu again, insert it into Da Hu's eyes. That's how we managed to escape smoothly. Subsequently, Damai uses a knife to chop on the ice. Successful self-rescue. And the first thing that Damai, who is still alive at the moment, needs to do is throw away the wedding ring. The film shows us, sometimes love in marriage. It seems that not all remain steadfast until death. If you meet someone who is not proper, it's chilling.